Good morning, students. Today's topic is social responsibility of business and business ethics. So, social responsibility means that individuals and companies have a duty to act in the best interest of their environment and society as a whole. In old days, only those organizations were considered good which were earning profit for its owners. But nowadays, the responsibility of business is not limited to its owners only. The business has to look toward the interest of many other parties like employees, consumers, suppliers, governments, etc. So today, only those organizations will be considered good which will keep in mind the interest of various parties. So business social responsibility refers to the obligation of business toward various parties of the society, like toward owners, toward government, toward employees, toward society, public, and toward world. So next is case for social responsibilities. So various schools have expressed their ideas in favor of the concept of social responsibility. So on the basis of following facts. First one is business is a part of society. So business organizations are a part of society. So they must have a positive attitude for the development of society. As we know, all the resources are provided by the society. So all the factors of production like man, material, machinery, money are provided by the society. Goods and services are also purchased by the society from the organization. So it is the responsibility of organization that it must act for the benefit of society. So it is the responsibility of business organization to spend some part of their profits for the betterment of society. Next is avoidance of government regulations. If business undertakings do not consider social responsibility, then the government has to interfere in the business activities, which will adversely affect the performance of business. So the managers have to consider or to take care of social responsibility to avoid such interference. And the last one is long-term self-interest business. So the social responsibility of business, if taken care of, ensures the success of business in the future. It is possible that in beginning an organization have to bear some kind of financial burden resulting from the social responsibility, but in long term the organization will be benefited. So these were the points which favors that the companies must take or perform some sort of social responsibilities. So now there are points which are against the corporate social responsibility. First one is contrary to the objective of business. Just as the primary objective of player in the playground is to achieve victory, in the same way the objective of business is to earn maximum profit. So as we know, only those business organizations will be termed as successful which earn higher rate of profits. So the parameter will be to earn maximum profit. Next is inefficiency in the system. As we know, there is no power other than self-interest which can get work out of persons. So if owner of business, by ignoring self-interest, starts thinking about this social responsibility, then the whole system will turn inefficient. And when they feel that they will not be in a position to get the entire profit of their undertaking, their interest in the work will reduce. So it will create problem for the whole system. Next is effect of business values. Business should not have any kind of social responsibilities. Otherwise, social values will come to be dominated by business values, which in itself is a painful situation. Means when business is alive to its social responsibility, the people in the beginning will be so thoroughly impressed by the business that they will purchase the goods, but after some time the business will exploit the consumer or the society due to its dominance. So these were the points which were against the social responsibility. Next is social responsibility of business toward various parties. First one is toward owners. As we know, owners are the persons who invest capital in the business. So it is the responsibility of business to give maximum rate of return in the form of dividend to the owners. So it is also the responsibility of business to ensure that the capital invested by owner is used safely. So the following responsibilities of business are toward the owners. First one is to ensure safety of capital. Second one is to ensure proper dividend, to ensure proper utilization of invested capital, and to treat different types of shareholders equally. Means they will not, the business organization will not discriminate between large shareholders and small shareholders. Next is toward employees. As we know, employees are the most important asset of any organization. So it is the responsibility of organization to satisfy each employee so that they can work with full capacity for the organization. So the business have the following responsibilities toward employees. First one is give them appropriate remuneration. Next one is providing clean working atmosphere. Respecting individual's dignity, giving security of service. As we know, the career of employee depends upon the profit earning capacity of the business. So it is the responsibility of business to give them job security, to give all the employees job securities. And we know that all the employees play a huge role in earning profits of the firm. So it is the responsibility of the business to give some share out of profit to all the employees of the organization. So the business organization must provide clean working facilities to employees. Means there will be proper ventilation facility, drinking facility, and the workplace must be clean enough. So these are the responsibilities of business toward employees. Next is responsibility toward consumer. As we know, consumer is the king of the market. It is meaningless to think any business undertaking without consumer. Therefore, when consumers are so important for business, it is duty of business to perform certain functions for consumer, like providing good quality products to the consumers at low rates, to avoid any kind of adulteration in the products, and also to treat customers like gold. And also it is the responsibility of business to provide after sale services, solve the problems of the consumers as soon as possible and to avoid any kind of stockpiling of their product. So these were the responsibility of businesses toward consumers. Next is the responsibility of business toward government. So to ensure the progress of a country, the government makes certain kinds of rules and regulations. So a business organization must follow the rules and regulations followed by the government. So a business organization has following responsibilities toward business, toward government. First one is to pay taxes honestly. Means business organizations must pay their tax liability with accurate amount, to observe rules formed by the government, and to help the government by establishing new industries. So by establishing new industries, business organizations can help the government in the use of resources of the country, and organizations can also help the government in improving unemployment in the country. Next is not to exploit the government machinery by unfair means. So next is the responsibility of business toward community. So a manager himself is a social being, and people of this society have the following expectations from him. First one is to make available opportunities for employment. Means it is the responsibility of business to create larger number of employment opportunities for the general public, to avoid polluting the environment. And the last one is not to resort to indecent advertisement. Means it is the responsibility of business not to give false advertisements regarding their products. And then lastly, the responsibility of business toward the public in general. Today, businesses has crossed national frontiers and assumed international dimensions. Therefore, international feelings should be respected. So from the point of view of manager has the following responsibilities. Firstly, to contribute toward international peace and to observe the rules as formed by the international bodies. To do business honestly and to ensure protection of human rights while conducting their business activities. So these are the responsibilities of business organization toward various parties of the society. Next is the business and environment protection. So environment protection means freeing the environment from air pollution, water pollution and noise pollution. It is absolutely reasonable to link environment protection with business, because businesses are continuously polluting environment. Some industries spread excessive smoke, while other industries pollute water, and some industries create noise pollution. So there are many kinds of pollutions which are created by business units. So there is no hesitation in saying that environment face a threat from these businesses. So what are the types of business pollutions? First one is air pollution. So some business units make use of coal. So the smoke produced by coal pollutes the air. Similarly, some units use chemicals for the production of their goods. And these chemicals, the use of these chemicals produce harmful gases which were released into the environment. So they are very dangerous for the living beings. Next is water pollution. So business undertakings generally pollute water in two ways: by releasing highly toxic things in the water, or is and by allowing dirty waste laden water into the clean river water. So animals have been dying continuously by drinking the toxic water. So some business organizations create water pollution also. Next is noise pollution. So some factories produce a lot of noise. People living in the nearby areas fall victim to many diseases like deafness, violent behavior and mental disorder. And the last one is land pollution. So dumping of toxic waste on land causes land pollution. It damages the fertility level of land, making it unfit for agriculture and plantation purpose. So these were the kinds of pollutions which are created by business organizations. Next is need for pollution control. So air, water and land are such precious environmental resources in the absence of which human beings cannot survive. So for the welfare of mankind, it is necessary to protect these resources from the business undertakings by creating laws regarding pollution. So to control pollution, following are the some of the main causes. First one is reduction of health hazard. Nowadays, an uninterrupted increase is taking place in cancer and diseases related to heart and lungs. And pollution is the main reason behind the increase of these diseases. So pollution control will not only decrease these diseases but also provides convenient way of leading a healthy life. Next is reduced risk of liability. So the poisonous gases and contaminated liquids have an adverse effect on the health of workers. So the factory owners are held liable for the compensation of their losses. So through the by installing pollution control equipment in the factories, owners can escape their liability. Next is improved public image. People are more conscious about the quality of environment nowadays. A better image of business which participate in the control of pollution gets set up in the society. And the last one is other social benefits. So pollution control is necessary from the point of view of other causes as clear visibility, cleaner buildings and better quality of life. So these were the reasons due to which pollution control is necessary. Next is the role of business in environment protection. So there are some of the solutions for environmental control which can be done by business enterprises. So business enterprises can develop work culture for environment protection. So top level managers should work for the environmental protection and pollution with commitment. Next is sharing commitment to environmental protection. Each business unit must share its commitment to environmental protection with all the workers and with all the departmental heads by using better quality raw material and techniques of production. The level of pollution can be reduced to a greater extent, and by following the rules and regulations as framed by the governmental bodies, pollution can be reduced. So business undertakings can also participate in the programs as launched by government agencies so that pollution can be controlled. And the last one is by arranging workshops. By arranging workshops regarding pollution control, it can be reduced. So the benefit of knowledge and experience of supplier, customers with regard to pollution control. Pollution control workshops should be arranged by these business organizations. So next topic is business ethics. So business ethics are the ideals, or we can say are the rules which were to be followed while conducting business activities. In respect of business, business ethics means discharging of responsibilities in respect of all the parties related with the business, like shareholders, customer, supplier and government. Business ethics is discharging moral duties toward all the employees, like making timely payments to suppliers, giving enough dividend to the shareholders on their capital investment, having a healthy competition with the competitor, and providing good quality products at low prices to the customer. So what are the different elements of business ethics? First one is top management commitment. So for the ethical conduct of business organization, it depends on the top management. In order to get positive results, the CEOs and top level managers must be committed to the ethical codes. Next is publication of code. So it is required that the business unit must publish the principles of conduct in writing. Such a publication will be termed as a code. If the codes will be published or in a written form, then every employee or worker can see them at any point of time, and he will be aware of the different rules or principles to be followed while conducting business activities. Next is establishment of compliance mechanism. In order to measure or in order to ensure compliance of these codes, suitable mechanism must be developed, like while recruiting or providing training to employees. These standards must be followed, and day-to-day activities of each individual can also be checked to ensure that whether these standards are followed or not. And next one is involving employee at all levels. As we know, employees are the real persons who perform the activities. So while conducting business activities, employees have to follow these ethics. So it is essential that while framing these ethical standards, the involvement of employees must be ensured. And the last one is measuring results. Although it is not possible to check whether these ethical programs are successful or not, but it can be done by determining certain standards of business. So on the basis of these results, that an outline for future action should be prepared regarding business ethics. So these are the elements of business ethics which will be followed by an organization. So I hope the chapter is clear to all of you. Thank you, students.